Hey everybody, so today we're going to continue the jewelry collection sort of streak that we're on, and we're going to talk about watches. I don't have, the Cartiers, the Chanels, the Gucci's. I have pretty mid-range, reasonably affordable, but excellent quality watches, which I can wholeheartedly recommend to you. I treat my watch selection extremely seriously and only get things that are good quality. And I've had some of them for years and years. The first one that I'm going to show you is this Kenneth J. Lane. What a beautiful American jewelry designer. And the watch is actually, most of my watches are gifts from my lovely husband. A couple of them I've bought. But this particular one was a gift many years ago. This is the only watch that I'm currently not using because the battery is dead and I need to actually take it in to have the battery changed and the watch cleaned, but it's been serving me for years and years, and I really love the style. It's such a classic. I would suggest you buy really classic styles of watch because you can then accessorize with them until the end of times. This is very old, but at the same time, the tortoise shell, the really nice, beautiful, shiny face of the watch, it never goes out of style. It has this bright blue second hand, and it's also just very nice. The wear on this watch is considerable, I have to say. If you can see, the coloring has rubbed off already here, but it doesn't bother me at all because it's so old. It would be a wonder if it didn't rub off. It's not really obvious. It's on the back where you have the rubbing on the back of the wrist. Otherwise, it still looks fantastic, and I will continue using it probably until I die, because I will die sooner than this guy will die. This is how it looks like on the wrist. I do prefer somewhat of a larger face on a watch. I want them to be reasonably plain because I think it's a statement enough on its own with the tortoise shell. So quite a big face, just how I like it. Next one is from Fossil, and what I have to say about Fossil is it's probably the brand of watch I would recommend the most because the price per quality ratio is actually great with these watches. They last a long time. I've had some of them for years. My very first watch that I bought for myself, I think I was 14. I was doing some part-time work, and I have purchased a Fossil watch for myself, and I really loved it for many years. It took me through university. I happened to have lost it. Otherwise, I probably would still have it, and it was running like butter. It was so reliable. I've gotten it wet. It's waterproof. Nothing has happened to it. It just needs, an occasional battery change and a cleaning, and Fossil watches will last you for years and years. Trust me, they're actually quite good quality, and surprisingly good quality for the amount of money they cost. They're usually under $200, maybe under $300, and really nice quality watches. So this particular piece is done in silver. It has a very plain look to it, and it has a pink face. Very easy to wear piece. Whenever you wear silver, you can toss this on. It's a bit of a menswear inspired watch, but it gives you quite a nice little heavier look, which I like. I really like androgynous looking watches for some reason, although I'm quite a girly girl. But in terms of watch, I really tend to prefer this kind of a style, as you will see throughout the rest of my collection. And with that, I tend to not really layer very much with it. There's a Tiffany's bracelet that I do like to wear with this particular watch. But other than that, I don't really think it needs much. I think it makes enough of a statement of its own. It's a lovely piece, very easy to wear. Next piece is another Fossil one, and this timepiece is again large-faced and men's inspired. It's a bit more elegant because it does have the thinner straps. We have the navy leather straps and the rose gold, which doesn't come across in the camera very much, but a rose gold framing. The face is white and rose gold, and you see actually the really nice sort of diamante cut of the glass. It gives it a bit more pop, a bit more interest, because it's not completely flat. It's a bit of a diamond cut. And one important feature that you will see in all of my watches is the fact that the face is easily readable. I never buy watches that do not have the markings for the time, because I do use it for its function. I use it to tell time, so I get only the ones that I can clearly tell what time it is. I don't ever get anything that is rather a fashion piece with not much functionality to it. This one is really, really one of my favorites. I use it frequently. I wear a lot of navy, a lot of gray, and it works very well with those tones. The rose gold looks a little bit nicer on my skin tone than does gold, which is why, of course, I picked out a rose gold ring for my wedding ring. This is what it looks like. It's really nice, again, slightly androgynous, slightly masculine inspired, and to me this is really easy to wear. So the last fossil timepiece that I have is more of a sort of a girlier piece. It's smaller, it resembles jewelry a lot more. It has this yellow gold finish, the face is white, everything is nice and clear, and I mean it's a thinner, sort of daintier piece. I do tend to wear it oftentimes, but not as much as my bigger, more masculine pieces. So this timepiece looks a bit like a bracelet. I do tend to layer this one with bracelets in general because I just don't really love it on its own somehow. But layered with bracelets, it makes a really nice look and still retains the beautiful function. The face is kind of small, so it looks much more feminine in my opinion. Next piece is a very, very classic design. This is the Daniel Wellington design. They're very, very basic ones. So again, we have the rose gold, and here we have the vintage looking leather strap, slightly worn in appearance, but this is how it came. This is not because it's very old. Another lovely, lovely gift from my husband. Actually, he loved this design so much that when he went to buy this guy for myself, he actually purchased one for himself in a slightly bigger face and with a black strap. So I'll show you what it looks like. It's probably one of my favorites out of my small collection because it is just very versatile, very, very easy to pull off. There it is. This timepiece is beautiful. It's this grandpa style watch, and my favorite kind of design, I have to say. Nice, plain, minimalistic, easy to pair with anything at all times. So what a favorite. I really like that one. And another favorite is this slightly more expensive Bulova watch. And this one has the diamond framing. I think it has 0.3 carats, so it's really a small amount of diamonds, but they go quite a long way around the face of the watch. They sparkle very, very nicely. This is a dressy watch. You can wear it with evening wear, in my opinion, at least with cocktail wear, maybe not with ball gowns, but it's jewelry. To me, this is more like a jewelry piece rather than a timepiece. Very beautiful. What I love about this one is the fact that it has the mixed metals. So this can pair with anything, and it's just very, very easy to pull off. I really enjoy this one, and I got it at a steal. Just was a really, really nice price. So this guy's from their diamonds collection. This is what it looks like. Has an oval face, very, very feminine bracelet, very girly. The sparkle really adds something extra, and I think that this is looking really great layered, especially if you have sparkly pieces and you want to make a statement. Then wear no jewelry, just the watch and maybe another sparkly bracelet, and it'll look great, and it has been looking great. I'm very, very impressed with the quality, and the watch is just, it's very pretty. It's a pretty, pretty watch. So if I had to just say, if you had to have two, one more of a dressy watch and one more of a casual watch, for me, I do believe these two would be enough. This for casual wear, the Daniel Wellington, and the Bulova for more dressy occasion wear, and for just and for more formal outfits. So these are all the watches that I own. I'm very particular about what I add into my collection, and I really am a stickler for quality. Everything needs to be perfect in a watch for me to be able to wear it and enjoy it. But I have been so far, and it's been really, really nice to have a small curated collection. I know most people probably don't wear watches anymore because they've become obsolete with the use of your phone. I would like to know, do you use a watch on an everyday basis like me, or you tend to just accessorize with it occasionally, or maybe you just don't like anything on your wrists day to day? Also, I want to know, what is your favorite brand of watches and why? I have to say, for me, watch is something really, really important because I really am so used to having something around my wrist, and that's something to be able to tell me what time it is, that I really can't do without at this point. Also, I find it much more subtle to check time, especially if you're in a conversation with somebody. You need to know what time it is, but you don't want to appear rude and check your phone, check the time on your phone, which is very obvious. But with a watch, you can very subtly just glance down and see what time it is. So I find the watch to be a very polite way to keep yourself organized and to keep track of time. That's it for today. See you guys later. Bye bye.